Welcome to my video. In this video, I want to introduce how to get lexical bundles by using AntConc. By using the Ngram tool of AntConc, we can get a certain length of lexical bundles coming out of text, which allows us to identify common lexical phrases in a text we examine. And this will directly or indirectly explain the features of the text. Let me give you a simple demonstration on how to use this function. We can start the software by double-clicking on the AntConc icon, and you will see this main display. And there's no data yet, so we need to upload a corpus. To upload it, go to File on the top left, and go to Open Corpus Manager, and you will see this display. This new version of AntConc includes pre-built corpora, which are the MEO6, 1 million word corpus of American English, and the BEO6, 1 million word corpus of British English, and their subcorpora as well. The subcorpora were built by genres such as reportage, editorial, reviews, religion, and so on. So you can use these pre-built corpora if it fits your research purpose. For this demonstration, I want to use a corpus I built in advance for my previous research, which is translate text from Korean into English. It's this folder on my desktop. So I'm going to click the raw file in the top and add files here. And open this folder. And to select all the files, press the Control button and A button, and this will select all the files as you can see. And click the Open button, and then the files have been uploaded. And you can also this Add Directory button to open the folder directly. Okay, for the last step, we have to generate the corpus for analysis. Go down to the bottom left, and you will see the Create button. And if you click this button, or click yes, the corpus will be newly created. This pop-up will come up like this. Click OK. Once the corpus is generated, the right side of the screen will show the details of the uploaded corpus. So we have 25 files and 255,936 word tokens in this corpus. And the files were automatically encoded by UTF-8, which is the encoding that can be read by this AntConc tool. And click this button in the bottom right to return to the main window. Okay, we are ready for the analysis. On the top of the screen, there are series of tabs. And we are going to click the fifth tab, which is the Ngram tab. And you will see this interface. And you can see in the bottom there are several options. Basically, we have to set 3 parameters for the Ngram search. The first parameter is the Ngram size, the second is the minimum frequency, and third is minimum range. I'm going to tell you how to set these parameters. The first one we have to decide is the size of the Ngram. For example, if you want to examine 4 word lexical bundles, you enter 4 for the Ngram size. In the previous version of AntConc, we can set both minimum and maximum sizes, so we can get various sizes of lexical bundles in one search. But in this new version, we can only search for a specific number of the Ngram size. Secondly, we have to set the minimum frequency of the Ngram. The default setting is 1. So if you don't adjust it, the tool will find all the forward lexical bundles. If you set the minimum frequency to 2, then the results will only show the forward lexical bundles that appear at least 2 times. Usually, our focus would be frequent lexical bundles, so we should be increasing the parameter for this. In many studies, the appropriate cutoff usually depends on researchers' decision according to their research purposes, so it is often somewhat arbitrary. But unless you have a specific reason, I recommend you adopt the standard suggested by Biber and Barbieri in 2007. They examined lexical bundles appearing at least 40 times per million words. So if you use their formula, you multiply the total number of word tokens by 0.00004. In our example, our corpus has 255,936 tokens. So I'm gonna multiply this number by 0.00004. And this gives us 10.237. So the minimum frequency should be set to 10. We ignore the decimal. And I'm going to apply this number for the minimum frequency like this. Okay, let me move on to the minimum range. Range here means how many files a type of lexical bundle appeared in. For example, the minimum range of 10 means that the type of lexical bundles appeared in at least 10 different text files among the whole corpus. So the higher range indicates that the type of lexical bundles was used more broadly across the corpus. For this demo, I'm going to set the minimum range to 10. Okay, now that we are done with setting the parameters, let's press the Start button without any search word. Then it displays all the lexical bundles that satisfy the cutoffs we set. We can see that there are 23 different types, and that makes up 514 tokens. And in the list, the most frequent forward lexical bundle is in the middle of, the second most frequent is in front of the, and the third is for the first time. One thing to note here is that in the list we can see I don't know or I'm going to, which are the phrases containing a contraction. But they can also be considered as 3-word lexical bundles, right? Actually, some research counted them as 3-word lexical bundles. But here they were counted as 4-word lexical bundles because the tool counts a contraction form such as don't and I'm as 2 words like don't and T and I and M. So if you want to count a contraction as 1 word, you have to slightly change the token definition. To do this, go to File on the top left and go to Open Corpus Manager and go down Basic Settings and push the arrow under Basic Settings. And then you will see the Show Token Definition Settings and click it. Then this pop-up window will appear, and then add apostrophe to your tokens. Then the AntConc tool will read an apostrophe as a token. And then go to the bottom right and click the Apply button. And don't forget to click the Create button to generate a corpus with the new setting. click yes, click OK, and then return to the main window. Okay, let's do another search with previous parameters. To do that, press the Start button, and here are the new results. On the list, you don't see I don't know and I'm going to. Okay, that's it for how to search for n-grams. Now we can sort the results by different categories. Go to the bottom and we can order them by frequency, which is the default setting, or by type, which means an alphabetical order like this, and by type end, which means the alphabetical order of the last letter of the first word of the lexical bundle, like this, and by range. And we can also sort them in an inverted order, like this. You can see all of a sudden on the top of the list because it has the narrowest range. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope it's been helpful. Thank you for watching.